So, what the heck? Why does it sound like that? You hear that? It's like echoey. Alright, so today we low-key breaking down everything. Charts today we're probably gonna break down. Dude, I don't know why it sounds like that. It's so weird. Hold up. Yo.
Yeah.
Does this sound like echoey or something?
Nah, it just sounds like it sounds like your bass is like loud, like
Hold
weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like that's just how your mic's been.
Is this better? Like a little quieter?
Yeah, it's smoother now. It's fine.
Okay, because I have my speakers too loud maybe, I think. Sorry about that.
There you
I'm gonna put my mic more closer to me so it doesn't consume so much of the audio. Point being, today, Friday, NFP. Pay attention to how 8:30 ended up being a part of ATT as well. If you wanted to take 8:30's highs, you could have swept that. That was one trade possibility. And then if you really wanted to hold till high of day, you literally could have had, you could have played 40 to the low, or if you want to play 52.
Jason?
Sorry about that, I completely forgot. Yesterday, I don't know if I announced this. Yes, I did tilt. I lost the take profit account. Me show straight up with you guys. I like woke up and nothing up with you guys. It's just I was pissed off myself. I was like, dude, they all just caught bangers and everything. They're all up heavy. Let me join in with them. So I joined the call and I was like upset about that. I was like, dude, I low-key should have just hopped in or something. Yeah.
Okay, bro.
Yo.
Yeah. Basically, what's up? Basically, it was. What's up?
I just asked how we doing.
Oh, we're doing great today. We're doing good. So, what I'm gonna be doing next week is mainly studying what Tom gave me, listening to those videos, and I really want to study fairing psychology. Fairing psychology is something really big that I'm seeing him play, dude, and homie is playing 20 Apex accounts. I just kind of want to study psychology from him. You know, he's also trading QT, which is pretty cool, and then the fact that we have ATT in general is one thing I really like. So today's gonna break down into a couple things. Video schedule. I'm gonna write this down so I don't go off track. We're gonna go first thing first. Trade breakdowns of New York Open or New York AM. So 9:30. Oh, say 9 o'clock to 11:30. Then we'll talk about. After that, we'll probably just talk about this week and how it played. Then we'll kind of start looking at after how it played, questions/common mistakes I've seen or heard. And then last but not least, some sauce, maybe just running back testing on random days, kinda, and getting a objective for true Q4 open. Cause Q4 opens next week, by the way. That's kind of how our video schedule is going to be today. What's up, Rio? What's up? I don't even know how to say this homie's name. C3 Drick. Cedric. Okay. Cedric, I'm gonna have chat open if you guys need anything. If I don't see your chart, if I don't see your text, if I don't see your guys' text, you just tag me. So if anything. This is, by the way, free for all, like, call, like, freestyle. I'm taking a break. I might be just drinking some water. Sorry about that. I'm, like, hecka thirsty. All right, today's trades. We know today was Friday. It's kind of some keynotes. Today was Friday. We also know, I'm going to move this a little bit to the side. So it has no part in daily and weekly AMDX, which is cool. One thing we also know is NFP was there today, but delayed because of 12-minute shutdown. Let me know if I'm missing anything else that could be important. Maybe add some all-time highs. Was active. It's kind of some things I'm seeing that like I know for the fact. That some things we just gotta keep in our mind. With that being said, this is kind of our ideas of things that we just should keep in mind, okay? We know previous day high was swept, which is pretty cool, but we're also in all-time highs. One thing that starts getting interesting to me is from true day opening. Look how we're constantly consolidating in this range that's set right here. And as soon as we break it for pre-New York right here, we can start looking at the 6 minute. Give me a moment. Kind of start looking at the 6 o'clock. Look at the 6 minute. Pay attention to how right here, 2, 3, and 4 ends up being a dud on the 6 minute for this new cycle. We created a dud, but then as soon as we go to like 10 and 11, 10 forms this swing high right there, and 11 just kind of rebounds itself, and 12 just breaks through, and then from there we continue holding that, which is super interesting to me for New York. This is not a possible trade. I'm just kind of showing what I'm looking at. Like a retap to trade opening, probably stops at this high. Like a retap of trade opening, stops at this high. You know, and literally what we could have looked at for the day. I'm not saying to do this. Standard deviations. This would play to the T right here. Like one opportunity of trade you could have had. That's just based off of playing off power of 3. This is just power of 3 strictly, nothing else. Alright, peace, Eddie. Eddie can't make it today. It's all cool. If you guys can't make it, I'm just gonna still be in here and just recording and talking with everything. It's kind of this is kind of something I would really see. If anything, I would wait for the 50% to retap, but because it's true day opening, I like the way that true day opening would go. And we kind of see true day opening. We see true day opening. Then next thing you know, 9 o'clock ends up being duds. 9:42 swing low ends up playing till we take out this liquidity, which is like a clean 50 points. These longs, which is also a part of 37, but that's not really information. And then these lows ends up being 41, which is cool. If anything, we see that standard deviation plays. And then if anything, probably just to the retap of 9:30, maybe 8:30 together because they're kind of in the same zone. Call that a day. Quick 70 points, 5.73 RR. RR doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, if you're risking the same amount, different RRs don't really matter unless you're breaking down the thing. And then if we look about right here, 3 forms a swing high because right here, probably could have been a nice PM trade right there. The third candle forms a swing high while that swing high gets invalidated, which is interesting. And then we kind of see ourselves holding this low right here, which is cool. But then with this narrative of true day opening not wanting to be retapped right here or wanting to it wanted to just break through. This is a I'm allowed to say this, by the way. This is a model that Axel teaches, by the way. I am allowed to say this. I'm not allowed to say what it is because I don't know if they'll be allowed to, but this is something Axel would teach. He would talk this as his consolidation model. And then based off this consolidation model, you literally could just play, which is cool. If you guys join his Discord, you guys can, you know, talk to him about it. I don't want to get in trouble for talking to him, especially that me and him are on good terms. So, I mean, you know, stop loss at this high, which is about like 16 points. If we wanted to play it smart, cool, right here. We haven't even taken out previous day low, so this is just really retapping the true day opening of yesterday, which is pretty interesting to me, but I don't really see something too big about previous true day openings. I know Diaco knows more about that than I do, so if you guys want to talk to him, and then probably just previous day. I don't know why you would target down here. I don't know what for. If you wanted to, you could have just trailed your stops, which literally till this candle, trail, and you probably would have got stopped out right here or something, or right here if you were to trail. So yeah, 146 guaranteed points. Now you're saying, oh, okay, but I trade QT. I don't know what I'm doing without QT. I will turn off all of this. We're not doing no more PSPs, no nothing. And I want to remove the quarters. Yeah, just SSMTs. So now I want to look at the 5 minute. Pay attention to how there's a 90-minute SSMT that's so clean. And then this one that I drew on the 6 minute forms its swing high. And then these highs right here, it literally said this was a 12:30 candle, which we want to play down to the 1 minute. This would have been a 12:28, 12:09, 12:30 right here. This alone would have been about 12:30. That whole three right there. If you guys wanted to go check that, and you guys are probably saying, "Oh, but I don't trade PM." That's cool. Let's go back to AM. Let's go back to where we would have traded. Those are just ideas. Honestly, I want to look at this low right here. This low is 10:08, 10:09, which is a 6 a.m. high, or 6 a.m. 6 minute, sorry. 53. It forms a nice high. Let's kind of replay this to see what SSMTs were open at this time. Okay. Any true day opening? Any true day opening SSMTs? Let's play one candle back because it's not showing. True day opening SSMTs. Hold up. Right here. True day opening was way above while this one was under, which is really interesting. These two, I marked. Let me know if it was wrong or not. True day opening, if two assets are above and one asset's under, that can be a divergence. I'm not 100% sure. But yes, we also have 90 in micro, which logically should have tapped the true day opening then to go lower. But what I'm seeing is if it wanted to diverge and create some kind of reason to go lower, I would see that tap perfectly. But then we also see any possible dailies.
Pretty sure we had a daily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a 90-minute right here that is just holding those lows, which also forms that dud and then continues going. Do you guys know how to play price openings? Do you guys know how to play those or no?
No.
When it's under, a lot of times we start looking for buys. When it's above, we start to look for sells. That's kind of like an overall gist of what I can give you quickly. Because look at the way that 9:30 opens. But then as soon as we go below, this micro and 90 forms. And it forms exactly at 9:42, which is cool. Forms at 9:42. So we have 9:40 highs, but then 9:42, 9:43, 9:44, 9:45. You could, not saying, I don't, how logical that would be. There's a SIBI. Okay, there's a SIBI. That's an issue. When there's a SIBI like this, I don't know how confident I personally would be with playing a huge drop to the high, especially on the 1 minute candles only. There was higher time frame confirmation. That's cool. But there was a 90 micro. And one thing I'm really interested at is the way that rejects, keeps on going, breaks above this 930, uses 930 as quote unquote support. I don't trade support and resistance, just showing how it literally just rejects off of it. And then if you wanted to, you could have just play these longs, but there, you probably would have wanted true day opening. True day opening doesn't get tapped. Not really too logical. Okay. I don't know. It's not showing me. Is there any SSMTs above here or something or no? It's like showing me none.
Here, there's daily.
Okay, if there was daily.
Check on the 15-minute. I think it'll show.
15-minute. Let's see. Show me a daily.
That is strange.
Okay, hold up. Let me reset this indicator.
You gotta update the indicator.
How do I update it? Oh yeah, they updated. That's why I could be tripping out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Indicators, invite only. Why can't I join you? Oh, let me refresh my charts. Indicators, invite only. Alright, let's see what happens.
She got mad.
There you go. There's that daily that forms right here. And then if we were to play, okay, there's hecka going on. What the flip?
So much shit in here, bro. EL3, everything.
I don't want to see all this, dude. It's showing way too much for me. My head is like getting a seizure. All these true openings, bro. Like, it's cool to have all the true openings, but bro, I just can't see all these lines.
In standard deviation, bro.
He coded everything in one.
There you go. There you go.
It's pretty. You have ATT coded as well. Yeah,
Who?
one of his indicators.
Angel?
Not Angel, but the Ash. He has candle counting according to one of the indicators, I guess. But like that's his personally. Like he has his NBA candle counting.
So daily only forms about right here, which is interesting. Over here we have a 90-minute for that 10 a.m. Hustler, that 10 a.m. trade. Do you want to break it down?
Yeah. Can I screenshot it?
Yeah.
Yeah, screen share. I'm gonna connect yours. Put your stream on. All right.
Everyone can see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today I was long biased. Waited for OT of this range and for this intermediate term will get swept. Yeah, this candle was OT on 23 minutes and once we reach this 30 of the range, we get micro. And I entered in this candle, the last candle, which is ATT, on 1 minute. I waited for some sort of rejection, entered somewhere here, put my stop loss on this low, targeting this body this 15-minute PSP was a safe target for me, but unfortunately, I trimmed my stop loss to break even once we reached like 4 hour, and I got stopped right here.
Yeah, that's trade though. That's great.
Beautiful, bro.
Yeah, that was good.
Appreciate it.
Cedric, did you not see the screen? Just curious. Because I had it showing on the recording, if anything.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. I have it on the recording, if anything. So if anything you guys want to look back on that, that's cool. All right, so yeah, that's basically the 10 a.m. trade. Jason, I saw you took a let me put on my other screen. I saw you take a journal. Jason. Trade if I wasn't anything. Okay.
It was 942 longs. I'm pretty sure.
942 longs. All right. Kind of look back at it real quick. Kind of just look at my screen. This ATT right here, 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah, this is 1 minute ATT. It's mad simple. I seen this big candle as like manipulation in a way. Oh, I came in, I was like, okay, that's crazy manipulation because we're just waking up, we're just waking down, and I'm thinking the market is just getting affected because we're supposed to get NFP today. So I gone in, I was like, okay, I want to see this candle close. Like I know 941 wasn't gonna give me that nice swing, but I know 942 was gonna give me like that confirmation. It was gonna give me like, all right, I just knew it was gonna be a swing, right? Also, I knew there was gonna be a PSP. This is also a PSP on the 1 minute. Pretty sure we created, like you said, 90, and then we also had micro at the lows. So that was also nice. And then I like the sweep right here. We also had PSPs, just straight stacked PSPs up here. We swept that, and then we swept the slow right here. I also like that, and then into this fair value gap, we respected it. It's not the body; it was just the wick. So I seen that, but I wanted to see a little bit of displacement to confirm that the shit wasn't gonna work out. Cause I already lost the trade before this. So I was like, okay, but and waited for a bit displacement. I got like kind of a shitty entry. It was like 125, and this was my original target, and I didn't want to I just wanted to secure my winning day because like I was taking a trade the night before, so I was like, all right, let me just like minimize my risk and just take profits at like probably at the swing at some profits at.
Yeah.
It was calm trade, and then I also seen this, but I had to go to work. I saw the True Day Divergence, and I was actually on call with fucking, I don't know if it was Eddie, and I was on call with Rayo, and I seen this True Day Open Divergence. Like I was questioning myself, I was like, alright, we didn't tap it, let me just look at my other assets, and we literally tapped it perfectly on those other assets, and I was like, okay. Let me check what time that 1 minute candle is. It was 9:53, and if I go here, also an ATT candle. So I was like, okay, I think that's valid. I want to see how this candle closes. We created PSP. It was a nice swing above these, above all this.
Cleanest suit possible.
Above these wicks as well. Yup, very clean suit. And then it was also within the range of an OTE anchor, so it was very nice. 15-minute OTE, and there was a 1 hour OTE. So yeah, I'm just gonna mark it off on 1 hour.
You notice how ATT numbers just play to the T without even noticing? Like they will always form when it's needed, not when it's like something you want it to form. This is one thing I've just noticed.
We kind of edged it, but 0.79 level was enough to confirm it, and in my mind, I already know it's a divergence. Like if we fucking diverted between other assets, I'd be like, okay, we're bound to hit this on NQ, but we didn't, because the other two assets we tapped into. So I would have took this if I didn't need to go to work. So yeah, this is very clean trade, very 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 clean trade. This is probably like which you could have gone.
Yo, Jason, did you anchor your OT FIP on TCSD or?
Yeah,
CD?
TCISD,
Alright.
yeah, TCISD, and then the 15 minute as well.
Is that what Angel does?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what he does sometimes.
That's clean. That's actually
Yeah,
fire.
and then, yeah.
Good. Clean trades. Good stuff. I'm gonna go back to my screen. Give me a second. I have the column recording. Still figuring this stuff out. So yeah, 42, 53 playing to the T. Then we wait for 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock doesn't really give us any sign. I mean, it's just standard deviations right here, which it's not really confirming anything. But then the fact that 10:01 just breaks the low and there's nothing just tells us dud, which is cool. Then we see that micro 90 form, which is what Hustler saw. It also gets confirmed right here with 10:09 making the leg, and 10:11 just won't break under the SSMT, which is cool, and it's a doubling. Then from here we can literally just play the longs in the next candle wherever it opens and just go at it. So wherever it opens, stops at that low, and if you want to play it safe, stops at that low. You'll get 8 RR or 4 RR at the same time. We're playing most likely the same exact position sizing to get about 74, 75 points, or if you wanted to play higher, but this is probably logical, which is cool. All right. Honestly, literally played to the T all the way to like 11:30 right here. So what do you guys think so far about ATT in general? Just you four in chat, what do you guys think so far about ATT? You guys like it? Does it make sense? Is it complicated? Just kind of an idea of what you guys need. Hustler, Rakumi, Cedric, what do you guys think of ATT so far? Like this week alone?
To be honest, I need to backtest it more. Just 23-minute and 6-minute time frame.
Yeah.
But
Bro.
1 minute is really clear sometimes, like when we reach some kind of PD array, like 5-minute TCSD, 15-minute TCSD, made some cracking correlation here and make ATT. It's very clear to enter.
I like that. So there was multiple trades today. There was multiple entries. If you didn't catch one, all good. I didn't catch one either, so we're in the same boat. You guys notice how 2 different soups, 40 holds, holding micro and 90, and then with 53 holds, this soup holds cleanly to just drop down to these lows, which I guarantee there's probably something to do along on the 1 hour. Check the 1 hour. Just kind of soup in this, but that's not really logical reasoning for it. So just seeing it drop lower is really interesting to me. This is 10 a.m. Is 9 a.m.? It's 10 a.m. Yeah. 10 a.m. soup something and then just continues going higher just to rebalance itself. Really cool. That's kind of what Friday is. So yeah. Sorry, I'm like, my voice is like really weird. No, it's, ooh, his mic's not working. It's cool if your mic doesn't work. Just type in chat for anything. But yeah, I mean, I hope everyone's liking it. I've seen a lot of good results. honestly, this week alone, and just the way that it's played out, right? We can look at this. I'm gonna do the all drawings again. We can look at this and just pay attention to right here, Sunday till this Friday. Did the market close early today? Oh, I'm on replay mode, that's why. From here to here, we can look at the 1 hour and just kind of see structure in general. But if you want to break the days apart, actually no, hold up. I just did the math. Let me check what time frame I need to be on to break down the week.
Cycle.
How do I break down the week again? Was it 4 hours, 5 hours?
2 hours for monthly cycle.
No, weekly.
For the week, yeah.
2 hours?
2 hours.
Okay. 2 hour time frame.
Yeah.
Just alone on the 2 hour. Let me just check. 59.60. Nice. Okay. This is not an ATT by the way. 3 ends up being a dud. Cool. Just kind of mark that out just for people who don't see it. That's a dud. 10 ends up forming a swing low. It's pretty interesting how it's hold, but it's like a weak hold. But we also form a swing high, so that's like a narrative part. What would narrative tell you in this case? I mean, I guess you could play this rejection block. 50% of it and just continue going lower until like this liquidity right here. That would give you a 77-point trade, which is cool. Just kind of giving you an idea of the structure. 16 forms a swing low to take out these highs. Nothing really too much so far. I think 29 is where it gets active. Yeah, 28, 29. 28 for 29. Forms that low. So far we're only 1 dud of the week. And you just let it ride. So 41. I like 29 a lot because 41. Then we get another dud. About right here. Another dud for the 2 hours. 40 forms a strong low. And then just continues going until we get 53. 54, you look closely, this 54 was when that 6 minute high, and this is when Jason predicted that 6 minute. Alright, 53. And then 58 just forms nothing with 59. Maybe next week we'll open up lower or open up higher than this and then continue going lower is what I'm seeing. Because the way that 58, 59, maybe 60 will open up somewhere up here, maybe down here, and continue going higher, or start dumping lower, maybe with this right here. And just start dumping lower. It's like these lows. So I haven't really watched the full video today. How would you use ATT? Is it a confluence, or do you use the swing points like a PSP? I personally would use the swing points like a PSP, but not to the point where you're taking entries with it. Like, I wouldn't be seeing this swing point and then taking an entry right here. I wouldn't be doing that, because this, if we look back at it, this is 28, this is 29, and that's 30. You could end up seeing this 28 low to become 29 right here, and then this 30 low could possibly come a little bit lower, wick, and then 31 can continue making higher. So you don't really know until all three candles are close of the possible range, being 28, 29, 30.
You know, the thing is, this low that you marked out with 2-hour ATT, it was, if I'm not wrong, it's 6-minute ATT, and it's a protected low.
This?
It's extreme. Yeah, we got 90-minute SMT here, and we
Wait, you're
activated 40
lying.
of this range.
I caught low of week right here. Y'all
Yeah, this
remember
was
that?
protected low.
That wasn't low of day, that was low of a week.
Yeah.
Holy. Just for screenshot references, I'm gonna find it real quick. General. I'll find it real quick for you guys, for the video too. For the bid, real quick. This was a 6-minute low, by the way. You're right. And then usually on the 6-minute, I'll break down to the daily cycle. I don't like using it more. So me catching the low of session right here. This one was pretty interesting. So when I caught the low of session with this trade right here. And then we also have I don't know if it'll show as much. That is not way too large. What the heck? Copy image paste. This image right here. This was at 677, and we were 12 points away from low of day, with confirmation of it not going lower. And 677 was about right here, and the low was right here, 634. Oh shoot, wrong one. So yeah, really interesting. 633, 677. Oh, I did that wrong. 633 was the low day, and then 677 was confirming it, where I could have took an entry. All right, that's cool. Point being, this is literally how we would have played the week if we wanted to look for a low of day or high of day, or high of week. This does not mean, just because it's forming a swing point, does not mean it's going to be the high of week or low of week. If you pay attention to ICT cycles, ICT weekly profiles, I have notes on that. If you guys go to info chat, I will paste an image real quick. It's called midweek reversal. Something like this. You guys see that? That right there goes up like this, bounces down lower, expands higher for Thursday, being distribution day, and then Friday just rebalances itself. X, then this was A, manipulate lower to get that low day, manipulation, distribution, which is cool. Really interesting. I like that. I really like that a lot. That's kind of our weekly profile, which is kind of how it played this week. We could call it midweek reversal. We can call it XAMD. This being a rebalance of itself, or being a so-called retracement. Any genuine questions you guys might have? Let me check in chat. Jump to present. I saw a bunch of people talking with questions. Yeah, I didn't want to lose one more trade. I was up 3RR and I trailed it, but I trailed once we displaced on the 11th candle, and it was like a 6.7 stop loss. IDK why I trailed. Logic. I honestly just say logic with that. Like, if it's 6 to 7 points, no, I'm kidding. 6-7 points that stop loss trailed 4 micros would have been 4 to stop loss. I mean, it's fine with the $900 trade, but if you're risking less than $100, I don't think there's no point to trail unless you just want to get you just want to have confirmation. But
I agree.
still makes sense. Good software for to use for like notes. Notion. Notion. By the way, if you guys talk with anybody who don't join morning or this time calls, I need you guys to talk with them. Be like, hey, especially you hustler. If I think I'm gonna make you and Jason a part of running the actual calls. If you guys are cool with that. I need everyone. What's this call for? Oh, I forgot. I opened up questions and completely didn't talk about them. So every 23-minute candles in ATT. Did Will the guy mention this in the video, and how do you? So this is why I created this Discord, because I want to discover things, and you guys discovered 23 and broke it down into parts. How do you even get a 23-minute time frame? Just 23 hours split into 60 parts. And then of that 60 parts, you are going to look for the 3rd candle, the 11th candle, the 17th candle, which is what Tara's saying. I don't get the 23-minute. It's if every 23 hours, unless 23-minute would be an ATT inside. No. Oh. Oh, dude, no, I typed it in wrong. So every 3rd, 23 candle, and 11th and 17th. There you go. Anyone else get raped for longs? I had a trade taste. I can't really tell you guys. Dude, Rukumi, if you really wanna, if you wanted to, I know you want to. You're saying about playing longs. Literally, my best advice to you with ATT. Well, we see 10 a.m. always playing clean. 10 a.m. to 10:11. Like, it literally plays out clean if it needs its retracement. So this 10 a.m. low was clean. But the things I would say to you is, if we go to replay mode, does it show us any SSMT right here? Yes, okay. Does it show us any SSMT right before? Yes. Shows us 10:03. Oh, that's interesting. That was a double stage too. That's okay. That's interesting. I think honestly, just waiting for true confirmation, because like 10:04 will hold right here. There's micro and .90. Because you could just place an entry right here, but then you place the entry. Bang, 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 and then 10-10 comes in and just absolutely rapes you. Yeah.
I get raped on this trade.
Like, it does that so clean. You can wait for 10-10, 10-11 to form right here, the swing point. 90 and micro are made. And this micro with YM is holding. But then this trade decides to play out. That's honestly, that's really interesting. Cause look, it like plays, but then it like. Okay. Now here's my bet with this. My issue with this is I wouldn't know how to play this to the way. This is why I like ICT's PD arrays. This right here. Bullish order block. And then with that, when it taps in or something, as soon as it goes above, then when it taps in, That's confirmed as an order block to play towards key points. Which is what it ends up doing. But the thing I'm tripping out about is the fact that the 50% of these legs, it's tapped. It's a bad trade. It just shows we were short for the whole day, and taking this retracement long, it was clean. It's a clean setup, but we didn't really take any like strong, like powerful liquidity. I mean, we can check kill zones. We took Asia low. But no key zones. That's hard. I mean, Asia low gets tapped in, sweeped. You're expecting longs. I think my biggest thing was, because Tenno, wow, that sucks a lot. Because I'm like looking at this, I'm like, there's this soup right here, but then 10 o'clock just forms that micro. What is ES doing in this case? Dude, that's trippy. Because look how 1003 holds its confluence, and look how 1003 also holds its confluence, but then 1004 holds a swing high. This would just be a bad example, honestly. Because the one thing I can really claim to you guys is, yes, there was 90 in micro, but we took previous day high already, and the way that this kill zone is playing, and this kill zone gets swept right here, which is like strong liquidity, forms micro 90, and this what do you call it? Man, I keep on forgetting what these are called. ATT point, and it just drops. We get a OTE retracement. At these soups. Dump lower. I think in this case, he just didn't want to see us go higher. And if we did, it would have been, it wouldn't just displace well. Because if we were to displace higher, that would be called in ICT. That's called high resistance liquidity, because instead of it being clean lows, it's clean lows, 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 and it so it's clean lows, but then it builds a high, invalidating all these lows, whatever, it's sweeping somewhat liquidity, tapping to OTE, so us dealing with longs will not be as smooth. Because pay attention to how longs are super choppy, but then as soon as shorts come in play, a lot of times they'll just dump super rapidly. We see it dump super rapidly. But yeah, that's kind of one thing I'm like realizing with this. That's why we couldn't really see too much. Oh man, that kind of sucks. Wish that actually played out. But yeah. Alright, it's cool. It's cool. Hustler, honestly, dude, I don't know how I would have played that. I think just because of the way that liquidity was being made in the meantime, that 10 a.m. would have been just super choppy just to play. Because pay attention to how it taps OTE already. What other reason is there for it to go higher?
Yeah, that's why I had safe target as 15-minute piece Peabody. Because I seen like we are getting daily SSMT at the highest end.
Because, I mean, look at the way that the previous day low was kind of like objective. And then we tried retapping true day opening and how we couldn't even break that. And it was a part of like OTE right here. And then bam, we start tanking. Then the delivery is like super crappy for like an hour and a half, which is lunch hour. Bam. And we just go until previous day low.
Yeah.
I think that's just something you would have to catch on with. But yeah, honestly, nothing's really like telling too much.
You know, Jason, but as I said, look at this candle at 6:30 at daily open. This intermediate term low, I was looking for its sweep and then continue higher. Honestly, I didn't want to see shorts playing out all day because high time frame order flow was obviously bullish, and I wanted this intermediate term low get swept and we continue higher.
I want you to pay attention to the way this candle forms. 9 a.m. You know what's special about 9 a.m.? Going to 15 minute. Okay. We're gonna look at our numbers real quick. Right here. 15-minute time frame, 900 minutes is 15 using the 15 minute candles. So we start at. Oh shoot! Hold up. We start at 15-minute. And this is 3 on the 15-minute, by the way.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which also formed that. Which also forms this right here. Where is it? No, SSMT right here. What about 5 minute? I think it's because the right here.
I'm not sure there was an SSMT.
Are you what? I thought there was. Unless it was the second one that formed.
Yeah.
I thought there was something right here. Oh, interesting. But we have 9:45 on the 15 minute, and we just see it play. And then if we go back, sorry, from 18 o'clock, 60 bars is 11. And from 11 to 4 a.m. another 60 bars, and then 4 a.m. till 9 a.m. gets us a new quarter. So from 9 a.m. we see 10 play as that too on the 5 minute.
Yeah,
It's really interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really looking at that. That's really strong conviction right here for me, and the fact that we have that true day divergence. Really strong conviction. OTE right here. We go in the hourly just to kind of check our PD arrays. And you notice how these two fair value gaps are left open?
Yeah.
The true day openings right here. That one's slightly open. This one's really open. Cool. That's really interesting. Where it was first presented today. First presented fair value gap was right here. No, right here. Was that first presented? That really gave us nothing. Unless it was this one right here, the 941. I don't know. That's really interesting. But yeah, an hour recording. I'm kind of looking at, you know, that high resistance liquidity was one really huge thing. And we really just have that 90, and we have no real like highs being held. I think that was just a huge thing. And the crazy part is this New York AM high was also previous day high. That was your pre-market AM high. OTE gets tapped perfectly. We continue going lower, lower, lower until we tap previous true day opening, which I don't even know that's even real. That's such a thing. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Cool. We take out this liquidity. I don't know if that's even powerful. It was an ATT low. Interesting, but point being, today was shorts, especially the way that true day opening was playing out right here. How it was consolidating, consolidating. Breakthrough, retap these fair value gaps. Cool. It just continues going, continues going, continues going. And then we can literally just play this liquidity sweep right here, which this high ends up being 51, which is not a part of ATT. These highs were ATT, which is cool because that's like holding it. I was like on a 1 minute, so not too much confirmation because this is 702, 703. But what I'm really, really confident about was the fact that this is 940, 953. And I know Hustler knows what DFR does if it's in the right quarters around that time. You'll catch a soup, a dump, but actually let's check. That stuff is like BS either way. 15 minutes says bullish, or Q3. I don't even know what that looks like. Let me turn off the kill zones. I want to say Q3 because of the way that it opened, moved lower, and then swap out the high. I don't know. But at the same time, I would say Q2, Q4. No, it's either or. But that's really interesting to me, the way that it's playing out. I don't know. Who cares? DFR, the stuff that I was taught didn't even work fully. It doesn't even play out every day, by the way. Q4. This is a new Q4 cycle, 3 months. If we divide it by 3 months, divided by 3 months, so that'd be 90 divided by 60. 90 divided by 60 would give us 3. It's about 90 days divided by 60 would give us about 3 days. Let's see what the 3-day time frame does. I actually want to try this. 3 days.
You mean 90 divided by 60?
90 divided by 6. What would it give us? Just curious.
It would be 1.5.
Oh, would it be? 90
Yeah.
divided by 60 is 1.5. I think it's 1.5 averages out to 2. This gives us 20 bars. Okay. I'm gonna try days into break it apart like this. It's only giving me 30. How much is 1.5 hours? Or 1.5 days? 36 hours? Dang it.
Yeah.
What does a daily time frame give us? is it giving me 62 though? Okay, if we were to start from this cycle about right here, what would it do? Rebalances into this internal range liquidity. Dud. High of month, August. Um, 53 gives us this swing point low. 59 gives us that. 63 gives us this very, very low, which is a part there. Now we're just kind of waiting. I guess we're just going to continue pushing higher. This is what I'm seeing. Wow.
Makes sense.
Okay, that's really interesting. Unless 3 becomes a dud, which could be possible. Because realistically speaking, if 2 holds itself, 2 would hold this high. I don't know, I don't do swing trading, so I can't really confirm any of this. But if that's how you wanted to play ATT on a higher time frame, that's kind of how you would do it. One thing I'm noticing strategy-wise too, nothing really too much. Honestly, I'm going to let you guys go with this. Some light. Last part's not really too much. Just kind of explaining how to do swing highs, swing lows. Trade breakdowns. Nothing too crazy. But that's kind of where we at right now. That's cool.